Right, this is the sexy Knights FC RX7 D1 street legal car. As you can see, that's the original BN Sports front bumper. It's got a few cracks, it's been cable tied up, but you could easily repair that to mint. That is the last ever pair of East Bear fixed headlight conversion in the entire world, brand new. When I bought that, from what I understand, that was really hard to get. They save about 10 kilos over the standard pop-ups, and I hate pop-up lights, so that's why I got that. This is the bonnet. The main vent in the middle has always been there. It's part of the bonnet, but it was made larger when the car was running the V8 on throttle bodies, because the throttle bodies poke through the bonnet. The other holes are for the other engine. I had to have a hole for the turbo to stick out and the inlet manifold a little bit, and that thing on the left is actually where a screamer pipe came through. But again, that could be easily repaired if you wanted to. It's pretty much flat pieces. A body shop guy I know who does fiberglass said yeah, you could do that easily if need be, so it's clearly not a big deal. Let's start on this side. Like I said, 10 by 17 rough speedline replicas, basically the same wheels on like the famous rough Porsches like the Yellowbird and so on. Deep dish, they are pretty much like brand new, with massive six pop brakes behind them. Fog glass front wings again, wide ones, they're all good. Original BN Sport side skirts, all in good nick. Aero mirrors, all good. Rare because it's got windy windows, so it's a damn sight lighter than the electric windows ones. Wide rear quarters, again, good nick. 235 wide, 888s on the front, massive 275 wide. Yokohama Advan AO34s or something, semi-slicks anyway. On the back, absolutely massive, but they clear, no rubbing even when using it like really hard on track. Big 4-pot brakes on the back as well. Lightweight rear screen, I think that saved something like 10 or 15 kilos, a hell of a lot over the standard glass one. I had to import, especially from America, it's rare as hell. Series 5 late spec rear lights, which are rare. BN Sports back bumper, which is pretty smashed up and stitched together, but I've got a whole unused, unpainted, brand new one will come with the car if it's wanted. Again, wide rear quarters. I've got spare ones of these as well, including a painted one, which I've just never used. Filler cap's missing there, but I've got that. It's in the shed, so it's fine. Again, the wheels on that side. This side skirt's missing, but like I said, I've got a brand new unpainted pair that can come with the car, so it's fine. This mirror glass I've got as well, don't worry about that. Again, this wing, a few slight scratches from drift wounds, but all good. The rare as hell, I think it's 4-sight rear spoiler, which is all good. It's all the original graphics, barring the original sponsor graphics was removed, but everything else that was on the car when it competed in D1 Street Legal still here. I haven't changed a thing. Even the suspension geometry hasn't been changed one bit from how it was, because they did it so well. Why change? What, you know, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Inside we have the stack dash and OMP steering wheel, a load of stuff in the center console, including a fuel level gauge. It's got the original fuel tank, and the fuses there for easy change. It's got this IRP racing shifter, which you may or may not want to use to adapt it to whatever engine you're choosing to, engine or box you're choosing to use, but up to you. That's a hydro and a line lock. Down here we've got, that's a custom pedal box setup. That's actually made of titanium of all things, but it uses the original brake master cylinder, which sits under your legs. You don't feel it, it's completely normal, and basically it gives you a decent pedal feel, unlike most pedal box setups. The seats are Cobra Suzukas, same as the harnesses, Cobras. in the back, whether you want to use it or not is up to you, but it's got a rear mounted rad setup. It's actually not cut the chassis at all for this. It's literally coming out of the spare wheel well and doesn't come in. There is no holes to cut to come in. It's literally going to be have the windows open to let the air in. That uses a 2JZ Super Rad if I remember rightly, but that's up to you what you want to do with that. Easy to remove. It literally a few bolts and all would come out. As you can see by the paint at the back, it's all pretty minted now, all painted. The whole shell was painted from a bare shell and it's still pretty lovely. You know, paint absolutely everywhere. It's all purple. Inside the shuts, doors, everything is purple. It's a proper good job. It's actually spot welded the chassis all over the place as well. You can sort of see it back there, but all around to strengthen the shell, it's spot welded absolutely everywhere. That's a rear mounted race battery, lightweight one. Show you under the bonnet. Under the bonnet, again, it's pretty mint to be honest. Because there's absolutely no rust on the car, because it's never been used anywhere as a road car or anything. This purely was painted to be a brand new competition car, used a bit, and that's about it really. So it's still pretty nice. Even the steering rack and subframe and everything, look, it's bang on. It's had some like blocks welded on to lower the front anti-roll bar a bit to help, I think just help engine fitment. Got some engine mounts welded onto the standard subframe, but they could easily be adapted to any other engine or just cut off again. Apart from that, the subframe's not been cut, not been moved, it's all perfect. Chassis rails and everything are all straight and everything still. It's actually got a little, the dent there was deliberately hammered to clear the rotary the exhaust manifold on the original setup. Rotated top mounts. Again, you see spot welds all along the thing where they've done it to strengthen everything. Not seam welded, just hundreds of spot welds all over the car. Bulkhead is still original as it was. It's got no catch tank. These lines are from the rear mounted rad to the front. You can use them if you want or don't have to. The front had this fitted and a bash bar behind here, just to make it easier to jack the car up, and a little bit more room for the intercooler and stuff. So nothing much there, and you could remove that if need be. And yeah, that's about it. The car is super mega light, like ridiculously, because it's probably, even with the engine in, it would be sub 900 kilos, which is insane for something like this. I mean, it's only about MX5 size really. And yeah, that's about it. It's pretty fucking awesome, and I just wish I didn't have to sell it, but that's life. As I said, it's got a full spare body kit, 6 spare wheels, everything, which I've got pictures of and you've probably seen by now if you've seen this video. And yeah, that's it.